Standby.
Welcome back, guys. Today we have another full match video. This one is from a 3-gun match from a couple of weeks ago. We're starting off with a long-range stage. I started out at 400 yards, which is the longest or the furthest I've ever shot with iron sights.
300.
I shot a little bit at 300 to practice a little bit, but 400 is the furthest I've ever shot with irons. So it was fun. I did way better than I expected. We started out, we had 2 targets at 400, 3 at 300, 3 at 200, 3 at 100, and then 3 at 50. I did much better than I thought I would do.
200.
I couldn't tell you what I placed overall. Not really sure off the top of my head. Pretty good. I think I was first place with iron sights. There were 4 of us that all shot iron-sighted 308s for this match. It was a good time. It was good to have just some good head-to-head competition. I am shooting. This is a Springfield M1A in 308 Winchester. You can see an awkward reload here because I don't have a lot of time on this gun. I'm also running Vietnam era load-bearing gear, or whatever it's called. So it's not very high-speed competition stuff. So it's definitely slowing me down, but I did it more for the fun than I did for how I'm actually going to stack up. The 3 50-yard targets here were all shot offhand, or 4 50-yard targets. And, yeah, went good, went 4 for 4 on them. Using this is a brand new 870, so it's a little stiff yet. So that was kind of choking me up a little bit. Later in the match, I had some problems with this one, so I switched to my old one later in the match, and that one just runs like a dream. When I shot, the chin strap for my helmet got caught in the stock and pulled it all out of place down in front of my eyes. So I went to adjust it and I slapped my camera. So that's why you're looking at the sky now. There's a good still shot. Me aiming. This is a fun one. We have 3 targets at, I believe, 50 yards across there. Maybe 75. Whatever the minimum for steel is for 3-gun. Yeah, 3 targets, 2 shots each crouching or kneeling, 2 shots each standing. It isn't too bad. We had some trouble in this stage because there were a lot of guys shooting 308s, so we were just laying waste to the steel targets, knocking them over, blowing 2x4s in half, doing some damage. But we got it figured out. We got going. There's a spinner that's a pretty light spinner. Because I got it over in 2 shots with my 45, just kind of real slowly spinning. Did pretty solid on the Texas Star. Missed the last shot. I have a full video on my 1911. But let's go over it now. It's a Tisas 1911. It does not lock back on an empty magazine because I ground down the slide stop, so it doesn't do that. Because I'm more of a revolver guy, as most of you know. So how I was holding it was throwing it off, or was locking it up. And you can see here, I didn't get stuck on the ground, but trying to stand up from sitting flat on my ass with my feet out in front of me. With one hand, it's just awkward. I'm like, just give me a hand up. It was funny. Guys got a good laugh at me. But I shot pretty good. There's another still shot. You can see my grenade launcher. Here's the jungle run. Got a little excited on that 3rd target. But this 870, I've got thousands of shells through. I got it 15 years ago. So it is just very well worn in. I had to back up a little bit there. Because I got a little too excited, ran too forward. You can only shoot steel at a minimum distance. Here we have 2 steel with pigeon flipper targets. So you shoot the steel, it throws a pigeon in the air. I was able to save some time there, in a second or 2. Shooting steel, then pigeon. It's kind of a high risk, high reward thing because you're more guaranteed to hit the clays if you shoot the steel, wait for the clay, shoot the other steel, wait for the clay. But it takes longer. I was able to go steel, and by the time I hit the second one, the first clay was in the air, hit it, then hit the second clay. If I missed anything or had any hiccup, I probably would have lost both clays, would have been a pile of penalties. But it worked out good for me. I was really happy I was able to do that. It's one of those things, you either look really cool doing it or you look like an idiot for trying it. So I'm glad I looked cool. Last shell, boom, hit the last one. Not too bad. Did pretty good on this one. There's another good view. My grenade launcher and some more of the stuff I'm carrying. This is just kind of a pretty straightforward stage. This is more like running drills than really a stage, in my opinion. But it wasn't bad. It was pretty fun. There's 6 shotgun targets on the right side, 6 on the left side. And you had to load at least 6 shells back into your gun. So is pretty well even between, mag feds and tube feds. And then you had 3 paper on either side that you had to shoot with your pistol and your rifle. And then there were 3 steel out there that you had to shoot with your rifle. And nothing too crazy, pretty straightforward. I did all right on this one. I finished pretty. I think I beat 2/3 of the people there. I was in the top third, so not too terrible. Pretty good considering what I'm using. I'm using a Springfield M1A with iron sights, a Remington 870 pump action that I'm not quad loading. I'm feeding out of a sack of shells, and a 1911. This was a good one. I did really good on this one, actually. It had 2 or 3 steel. Probably 3 steel. A paper out there that you can barely see. Dump that in the barrel. I chose to run all the way across the stage to get to this cool steel target. The white on there is a no-shoot. The little red parts, that's what you're actually hitting. If you hit the white, that's the 5-second penalty. So like that hurts. There were a couple people they hit the white part twice. So that really hurt them. I did pretty solid on this one. This was a good last stage of the day. It was a long day, so pretty happy how I did overall. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. If you like this type of content, be sure to like, follow, subscribe, all the stuff. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. Thank you.